Sanbonani, good morning, Dimachironi. This is CampusVibe Cast. This is the podcast that brings you everything that is hip and happening in the student life of Sana University of Technology. This podcast is brought to you by the Directorate of Extracurricular Development and Teaching and Learning with Technology. I am Rovani Namanashi and I am your host, and we are back again with another episode. Today's guest, oh my word, where do we even start? I mean, we have the 2024 debate champions. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Hoketo and Koto. Hi.
We're fine. Thank you.
How you doing?
We're fine. We're okay.
Oh my God.
We're happy to be here.
You know, like when they say that dynamites come in small packages. This is the small packages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, because when I was watching your videos, I was like, yo, we're going to see these big girls coming in. You get it, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I guess the saying it's true, hey?
Yeah, it is. So before we start with the show, we are going to do some icebreakers with you guys. And we just want to get to know you. So we are expecting to just hear more things about you. Can we start off with that?
Yes, please.
All right. So in campus, what is your favorite food?
In campus,
Yeah.
I just go to Talanang and buy chips.
And put those sauces
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I'd actually say my favorite is the Zalanang meal, the steak and pap. I love that. I love steak.
Yeah.
Guys, I feel like mine is the beef stew, right?
Yes.
And because I'm Venda, my default setting is pub. But on some days it will be Sam. Yeah, the way they cook, guys.
Yeah, no, the food is good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good.
It's so good. I think I want to go home, watch something and just be eating, After that, I want to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. After eating Zalanang food, you're gonna
Just
sleep.
wanna sleep.
Non-negotiable,
Yeah.
going straight to bed.
And then towards the end of the month, like that last week, when now you're calculating, where did that 100 rand go? And let's say you don't have groceries on that week, right? And we need to get food that will get you by. So if you were to go to the shops now, what are you buying?
On those last hectic months.
So, that week.
Ooh. Let's say I'm off campus. I'd go for KFC bucket for one because it's very less. Or if I'm on campus, I'll take the small Talanang chips and I'm fine. I'm good. Yeah.
What are you buying, Koketo?
Maybe I did not get the question. So you're saying I have 100 rand and I need to push the last week.
Yeah.
With only 100
Only 100 rand.
Oh, no, I'm gonna change. With only 100 rands. Yo, I don't think I'd buy takeaway.
What do you buy?
I'd buy real food to cook. Yeah.
And what is that real food that you guys are cooking?
One thing for sure about me, I know I'll have maize meal. So I'm going to buy something that would go with the pap. Because
Yeah.
I'm a pap girl. Even in the morning, my breakfast is actually pap. I'd buy eggs.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Maybe 18 eggs. I think they cost around, is it 50 rand?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, 40 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then get Vors for the other 50 rand. The Vors from ShopRite is very affordable. And I know I'm sorted for the whole week.
Yeah.
I feel like the last week calls for, tin fish, eggs, acha, like Vors. But even that Vors, that piece is like, you are not just eating. You're just like, more pap, less
Yes.
Vors. More gravy. Okay, the last one is, when you go back home, right? Our parents are still the same or our siblings are still the same. So what are those annoying habits from home that like they happen and then you just go like, you know what, why did I come back? Like, why? What is your siblings doing or your family doing?
For me, it's not really a habit, but I'm now used to being in my space. So when I want to chill alone in my room and people keep coming to invade, like, please give me just 2 hours to myself. I'll come back and join you. So I think that's one thing that I'm like, yo, if I was in my room, I'd be alone now. And now they're here. Like, come chill with us. What's wrong with you and stuff? So for me, it's definitely that.
Right. All right. And yourself?
I mean, in most cases, when I go home, I'd be traveling at night. Maybe they know that I'm coming on Friday, and then when I get there, they're already sleeping. They know in the morning they're going to come to my room. Like, very early in the morning. Like, I got here maybe in the AMs. I still want to rest. I still want to sleep. Now they're knocking. We know you're here. And that really, like, I don't want to say it annoys me because after watching this podcast, they're going to be mad at me. But yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And then another thing is, I'm not lazy, but they regard me as a lazy person. And then I have a little sister who is always hands-on. Like, she's doing everything. She's cleaning the house, washing the dishes. And every day they be complaining about me. I think you're better off when you're there at your rest because you're not doing anything here. You know, such ways.
Typical of parents to do that.
Come up the veranda. It's not even dating.
Clean the curtains.
Yeah,
the curtains are just chilling there.
Yeah.
The curtains alone.
But I feel like the problem is you cannot be busy. Like, I don't think our parents can be okay with you sitting. It's like they need to be checking, what else can you be doing?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But they must understand we're not the same. So when my little sister starts doing
Yeah.
something, I feel very annoyed because now they also want me to do something.
Yeah.
And you want to say, I'm grown.
Yo.
I'm a varsity student.
Yeah.
All right, man, that was so fun, guys. So now let's get into you guys. You are 2024 debate champions, you know, crowned, proud of the title. You got it, you know. Not only did you go through the first round, but then you had the first round, you had semi-finals and the finals, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God. All 3 stages, you know, and you were killing it. I saw the videos, they were beautiful.
And can I say something? Since 2012, there hasn't been a team that has won all the rounds. We are the first since 2012.
Come on now, somebody.
Yeah.
So not only are you champions, but you are record holders, you know.
Yes.
There hasn't been anyone like you guys.
Yeah.
Wow, how does that feel?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Being a
it's-
young
it's-
black woman,
yo.
it's giving
Yeah. It's
lead
so
us
empowering.
leadership.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
so empowering. It's like, yeah. Us. Wow. This is good.
It's giving cement yourself, you know, take up spaces. Okay, I just want to maybe like ask you a few questions just, you know, before you got into the whole debate. So maybe can you just tell us briefly what you're studying and also where you're studying?
Okay, so I am doing my second year. I'm studying medical orthotics and prosthetics. And yeah, I study here at TUT main campus. And yeah, that's that.
Okay, all right. And yourself?
Okay, I'm a 4th year industrial design student. Yeah, studying here at TUT. We have a studio in building 2,
Yeah.
3340. Yeah, so
Yeah.
spend
Our
most of my time
building
there.
also, it's in building 2. Our department. Yeah.
Okay. So ever since you came here, right? You're no longer doing your first year. You know, you've gone through those stages. Can you just take us back on your first year, that first day coming to campus? Do you still remember it?
I don't think anyone would forget their first
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
How was it like from the drive from home? You know, to getting here? What was happening?
Yo, for me, honestly, it was like that surreal moment, to be very honest, because I used to not visit growing up. I'd just be in my parents' house 24/7, 365. I'm just with my mom. And then now you have to go out there alone. And my brain, as we are going, I'm like, hey, you're gonna stay alone. And then we got to rest. And it started kicking in after my family left. I'm like, yeah, no, we won, no, yeah, alone. But I think because my older siblings prepped me enough mentally for the experience, yeah, I was able to, you know what, you can do this.
You can.
Yeah.
Okay. And how was yours?
I think she was lucky enough to have older siblings to prepare her for this. So as of me, I am actually the first child from the family that actually stayed at the rest.
Okay.
So it was something, I don't know how to put it. My parents were very happy, but I was scared and happy that they are actually proud of me. Yeah, it was, my first day was actually nice at the race, yes. But the orientation, like here on campus, when I first came here and then I saw that all my lecturers are white, I was like, girl, now this is going to be difficult for you. How are you going to ask questions? You know,
How are you
English
going to
is not our.
speak,
I did
you know?
Spedi as home language at school, and you know when you're doing Spedi as home language, you're communicating in Spedi like almost all the subjects. Then now I have to speak English like every day, and even at the rest, trying to meet new people. There we come from like different tribes. Some are Zulus, some are Xhosas. Now I have to speak English 24/7. I was like, girl. Are you sure you're even gonna make friends? Yeah. But yeah, it was nice. Yeah, eventually I like adapted and then here I am. I even won the debate with the English that I learned here.
But the transition from high school
Yeah.
to university is quite something. You're not used to the pressure. You're not used to this. For me, I think I really struggled in terms of academics because I'm used to being in control. I'm used to having everything under control. Now you're here. That's why I'm saying that everything all at once. So it got to me a bit. It got to my mental health a bit. But then because I was not afraid to say that I'm not doing well, yeah, I was able to speak to my family and that, you know what, no, this is university, it's different. You work, this is part of life. You learning, you bounce back. And then, yeah, it became better as the year went. But yeah, first semester, I'll never forget it, Shem.
Talk of residence as well. I was staying at Polonaise for 8 hours, like back in those days. They didn't cook. You only had to use your microwave to prepare food. And when they told me on my first day, I was like, Mom, I cannot do this. I heard that there are off-campus residences where people are cooking. They don't even bring fridges. Can you please take me there? My mom was like, no, I like the roots here. I like the curfews. I want you
you're
to
in
be at the
Kemba,
rest, like 7 o'clock. And I'm like, Mom, no, please, I cannot do this. But I got used to it. Even now, I'm staying at Orion, we're cooking. And at 4 Towers, they're cooking now. They must not fear to come to 4 Towers and say we had her on the podcast say they're not cooking. Yeah, I'm still used to the microwave life. I do everything with my microwave.
Even now.
Yes.
So yeah, those people that cook wors with microwave.
Yes, I'd cook
You'd
wors,
cook wors
steak,
with microwave.
pap, rice,
Steak.
everything, for real.
Yeah.
We prepare all those things with the microwave. That's how I was
You've
like in my
mastered
first day.
minimalistic life.
What?
So I just want, so you get here, you have to transition. When you look back now, years later, what do you think helped you with, just settling in and transitioning now to university?
I think always having that, knowing what you came here for, that's one thing that kept on pushing because we come from different backgrounds. You will come here, you see different people. You will see very rich people. You will see very poor people. You will see different things. This is life. But then for me, I felt like knowing what I came here to get an education for myself and for my family, that's one thing that kept on pushing me. And it helped me from even just ignoring the distractions and the noise and just focusing, you know what, I'm here for school. I just feel like if somebody has that thing of knowing what I am here to get an education, then anything else they can just, get over it. Yeah.
Yeah, like she already stated that knowing what you're here for plays actually a big role in the transition. Another thing is believing in yourself and trusting that you can actually do this. Like believing that I'm no longer that high school girl. I'm no longer that girl that would just wake up and then everything is running. They've already had like hot water for you. You just bath. They've ironed everything for you. Just believe that I can do this actually. And then another thing, it's rest life. I see like a lot of students are against the rest life, but it really helps socializing, going to those records, doing all those activities. Like it helps you ube comfortable in the environment, and you adapt fast when you like speak to different people and then you meet people from different tribes. It's actually nice learning what Zulus eat every day, what do they do every day. Yeah, so the transition just goes smooth. Yeah,
It makes it easy.
yeah.
I think also because there's been so many things that have been said about rest, right? And also because we want our freedom, you know? We want to be
Yeah.
able to take those things. What have been some of the things that you have loved about staying at rest? Like just, you know, everyday life.
Stay at rest. For me, okay, I have to say, so at Orion, stay at Orion, it's single rooms only. So having my own space, my own room was definitely, I was very fortunate to have a single room. But what I like about on campus that it's safe. For me, safety is a big thing. So just like that, I stay on campus, it's safe. Whenever I want to go to the library at 12 o'clock in the morning, whatever, I can just do that. So I just like how, and you don't have to struggle with transport. You know, off-campus people, they struggle with the time. If you're running late, the bus has already left you and stuff. So honestly, I just enjoy that. It's like you have your little community all at one. You have your home and school all in one under the same gates. So that's what I like for me.
Nice. And for you, Koketsa?
Yeah, I'll explain more on the safety point. Safety, it's very important. Culture rest, it's actually very safe. And another thing about me personally, I know I'm not good with time. Sometimes. So it saves me from running after the bus. I have 8 o'clock class. I have to wake up at 5, 6 o'clock. I'm already here on campus because now I'm running after time. So when I stay here, I just, even if I wake up at 1:45 my class, I can just wake up, just fast, and then I run to my class. No one will see that. And then I'll come back later, take like a real shower. And then another thing that I liked about staying on campus is the rest life. I'd forever speak of the rest life. Rest life, it's that they give you actually time to go attend your classes during the day and all that, and then in the not in the evening, around 6, 7, you come to recall, like everyone at rest comes to recall. You guys get to socialize, you do activities. Even the dramas is part of the rest life. Even when they say the debate, it's like interest is part of the rest life as well. So we do all these things, so we get to socialize, we make friends,
We sing, we have our
sing,
own
yo.
chants. It's so nice.
Yeah, and then we visit each other as culture races. Monitor would come to Orion, and then we socialize. They sing. They're even doing rest weddings just for fun. It's not like real weddings, but it's just for fun.
Rest life.
So
It's definitely
rest life.
It's one of the things that made me to want to stay on campus, because I had friends who were in uni, so that always tell me we have weddings, we have this, we sing. I'm like, I'm staying on campus. So I don't want to miss out.
So what's the chant for me, Orion?
Orion.
Yeah.
Constellation.
Orion.
Constellation.
Orion.
What do we do?
We shine.
What do we do?
We shine.
And who are we?
We are Orion.
Looking. It's very nice.
But I feel like I'm betraying Polonaise. Polonaise, if you're watching, I'm still your girl, because I studied Polonaise for the whole of my diploma. Now doing my advance, I went to Orion, and feel like I'm betraying them. No, actually, I'm representing both Orion and Polonaise.
Polonaise, shout out.
And another thing I liked about culture rest is it saves you from a lot of things. These rules that other students take as like they're annoying, they actually saves you from a lot of things.
That is true.
Yeah, because now you have to be at rest at 7, otherwise you're not coming in. If you come in drunk, they're calling your parents. So like it saves you from a lot of things. You're just not doing a lot of things because now you know, hey, there are rules there, and I don't want them to call my mom and saying they saw me with a guy and all that. So
and we come
saves you
from
from a
different
lot.
backgrounds, and some people can just be lured into these things of partying and what. So when you stay on campus, it actually guides you. It's like you still have parents here indirectly, so but it's very good, especially for first year. I'd advise for first years to stay.
I feel like
Campus.
it's also good because so many times you're not ready for the things that you're exposed to, you know. You might feel like you are, you know, you might feel that you are ready for coming back home late, you know, and all of, I'm coming back to rest late, I mean, you know, but you might not even know what doors you're opening yourself to.
True.
So maybe those doors, they do save you, you know.
They do.
They do, yeah. So I want to get to the debate, you know, the champions, the record label, you know, you are the holders, you know.
Title holders.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving Olympic vibes, you know. We just got out from the Olympics, you know, so it's... So how did you find out about the debate? How did you...
Okay. So I am an RC at my res at Orion. So my res manager texted me that there's this debate coming. I want you to manage the task along with my other colleague. So okay, that's how I initially found out. And I wasn't there on the first day. I remember I was writing, so I was studying. My colleague was the one handling the task. And then that's how I think you can extend on that because you were there, how you found out about the debate.
How I found out about the debate, they sent the message in the Orion group.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I found out about the debate. Actually, I jokingly replied to the message as like, what are we winning? I know I'm going to win. So,
That.
So you must tell me what are we going to win to motivate me. Otherwise, I'm not coming because I know if I come, I'm going to win. And then that's how we found out about the debate.
Yeah.
When did they say you're winning?
They didn't tell us anything.
Yeah.
That was very cool. They didn't tell us any. We were doing it out of love. Can't do their prizes.
Yes.
So they didn't tell us.
There's something that they actually said. Dr. Manua kept on saying, oh no, you're going to win the knowledge that you're going to gain from all what will be
And
happening.
friends.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah, that's
But
what she kept on saying.
We found out about it from our rest manager. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then, so then after that, you joined?
For me, I didn't join. I was just handling the task, right? Okay. So I came there, I think the second day, if not third. And then I found them practicing, having their rehearsals there. I was just there to make sure everything is going well. And then I'm like, this is interesting. And then I think I was just helping them rehearse. And then one, two, she convinced me to join the team. So that's how I joined the team. Yeah.
Okay.
And I did not only convince her, actually. 80% of the team members from Orion, I had to convince them, guys, please join. You have it in you. Even Ruben Sibia, he actually won the
best
adjudicator of the... Every day I had to say, dude, please, you have it in you. Please do come.
Yeah, you played. She
I
played
was
a big role in that team.
And I was the captain of the team, actually, the representative. I was doing debate back in high school, so I do understand it here and there. You know, the debate back in high school, they allow you to even speak in Vernac. So it's quite different from here because now you have to speak English. It's strictly English, but...
For me, it was
when you have the
honestly.
basics. Yeah.
I was scared. I don't want to lie. Okay, Sharp, I know that I'm good with public speaking. I have an exposure there and there. But debate, I was like, I don't want to shaza myself in front of people. I am not doing it. But then it's something that I've always wanted to challenge myself to do. But I was scared. But you know what? At the end of the day, I said, let me just do it. And look now.
And look now, you know, you're breaking records now. Okay, so what is it about debate when you started doing it and also going into the competition that you realized, you know, like back before you even start with it, you have your own opinions, you know, like this is how it's going to be like, maybe this is what I'm going to say, you know, like what are those opinions that you had about debate that when you started doing it, you realized that it's actually not this?
I personally thought they're going to give us a motion and then I'm going to prepare my speech. And then when I get there, I'm just going to take it out. I'm going to cram everything and take it out. And then now, no, it's not like that. They're going to give you a motion 15 minutes before the debate and then you have to prepare. Now I was like, this is not what I expected. I thought they were going to give us the motion. I'm going to do my research, everything, write down. Then when I get there, I'm just going to speak the English from America that I Googled. But no, it was not like that. So it was something that made things seem different for me. Yeah.
Honestly, me, I had zero knowledge about debates. I've always run away from TV. Even in high school, I was just scared. They don't want to make a fool out of myself. So now I get here. In my head, initially, I thought debate is you just sharing your knowledge. You're just gonna go against each other. I'm like, nah, I can't do that. Now you get there, there are rules. There's a certain way in which you must speak. There are what do we call it, roles, speaker roles. There's this, there's that. I'm like, hey, Banna, this thing is that deep. I think that's one thing that I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not coming back. But yeah, got to learn about the roles, got to learn about everything. We worked hard. I don't want to lie. Our team, we would stay there in the office for late hours just trying to dissect what the roles are about and everything. And that helped actually. Yeah, it did.
And the adjudicators part. So we had to have our own adjudicators that are going to judge the whole debate. And then we have the judges from the campus debate that are, the judges are judging the judges and also judging us.
Yeah.
I was like, what does that mean now? And then after hearing that the adjudicators should come from our own team, I was like, dude, if they put you with us, please make sure that we win. They're like, no, we have to be fair.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
So the debate was about raising awareness, right? To substance abuse, to gender-based violence, GBV, and also to mental health.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did you prepare for those things?
How did we prepare?
Yeah.
Research, obviously. You have to know what you are about to talk about. And another thing, it's something that happens almost every day, actually. We're living with it, gender-based violence, mental health, substance abuse. So I think our practice went a long way. We had a practice we actually had a lot of points on those themes because we made sure that every day we tackled at least 3 or 2 motions related to the themes that we had. So when we were doing that, we had our own time to research. We actually found out a lot of things. So that was easy
and
for
I
us.
just want to say, with debates, you learn every day.
Yes.
You will learn because you have to research, you have to read. You're sharp. Even your vocabulary, it goes to places.
Yeah.
Because you are constantly learning. So yeah, we prepared by always, checking. We made sure every day we do something. And yeah, that really, really worked for us in the long run.
And what was it about when the research that shocked you? In any of it might be in substance abuse, GBV, or mental health. What were some of the things that you discovered when you were doing research that just alarmed you?
Okay. For me, I'd say it wasn't really shocks, but it was, when you think that you know what something means and then you start researching, now you realize that, how? All this time, I'm thinking I know what the Me Too movement is. You don't know what it is. I remember our finals, the motion, the topic was, this house supports the Me Too movement. And luckily for us, we had already done a similar motion the previous night. So we already knew about the Me Too. So basically the Me Too movement, it just advocates for sexual harassment issues. So our competitors, the people we were competing with, they didn't understand that quite well. They interpreted it as an organization that is promoting or barking gender-based violence and but no, it's actually about addressing sexual issues and sexual harassment issues. So for me, it was always kind of finding out, this doesn't mean that. It means that mental health, you think and they tell you it's like, for me it was always like, I'm learning here. I thought I knew, but there wasn't really shocks, like big shocks for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for you?
Like she already said, there were no big shocks because these are things that we actually read about every day. We see on TV, we hear on radios. One thing that was so emotional for me, let me say emotional, but not shock actually, it's the fact that these themes, they're very personal. So reading through all the stories that happen to people as the result of gender-based violence, find that like small child was raped and killed by a man. That thing was so emotional to me. It was a point where I actually realized every day when I see these stories, I just read and say what a bad story. But now I had to like analyze it deep because it's something that I'm trying to raise awareness of. So it was really personal to me. Sometimes I felt like I could cry, or in debate it's like this. You're standing against what you believe in. Let's say, for example, you're agreeing that the way that women wear actually perpetuates rape, or it encourages the men to rape the ladies. No, I don't believe in that. But because I'm in this governance, like the agreeing team, I have to say, yes, the way that you ladies wear, it's something that actually forces men to rape you. So it's something that sometimes I feel like I'm doing something very bad and very wrong, because this is not what I'm advocating for. But yeah, it was just emotional to me more than shocking.
Okay. And you are debating about this at the same time. It's realities, it's not just stories that you're reading about, but you also can relate to it to a certain extent. As students, when you have to now talk about GBV or mental health or substance abuse, what do those things mean in your everyday lives?
Can you please come again?
Like when you are debating on mental health, right? Or you're debating on substance abuse, for us, it's not just something that you are debating on. It's also reality to a certain extent. The climate that we're also living in now in South Africa with gender-based violence, we read about this to a point that it is now normalized on our social media platform for you to be hearing about this happened to a woman, So to you as students, what do those, topics mean to you guys in your everyday realities?
I'd say it's not even about being a student. As an individual and a woman in South Africa, it really does mean a lot, because as I've said, there's a lot of knowledge that comes with that, with researching and knowing about something also that really I used to not know about, these laws and policies that we have that protect women. So these topics, and I like the fact that this debate took place in the Women's Month in August, because it got a lot of attention. Now we were able to speak in front of like a big audience and stuff. So they really do mean a lot. So I just feel like everybody out there should just familiarize themselves with this, because there's a lot of knowledge there. You could be abused and you don't even know because you don't have the knowledge. So I just feel like as a student, as a citizen, as an individual, women, female, male, you just need to familiarize yourself with this. Even if it's just, you don't have to read a book about just a little bit. Just check on the internet, this and that, so that you are updated. You know what's going on. You are aware of the policies that can protect you from situations.
I want to just like fast forward. Now you are doing your debates, right? You are now standing on stage, advocating for all of this. You go through the first stage. You go through the second stage, which is the semifinals. When you hear that you are actually going to the finals, was that something that you expected, or it came as a... Were you surprised?
Well, I expected that. I don't want to lie. When I went to Building 31, I already knew we're going to the finals.
She kept on saying, for me, honestly, remember now I'm doing debate for the first time. I am still having problems with believing in myself. She used to say, she played sham. She was my cheerleader, my teammate, my captain. She used to say, no, you're good. I'm like, go get so. I'm not sure. And then, we just... But to be honest, I felt it. I felt that man, we're gonna win.
You're gonna win.
Yeah.
And then, since you felt it, right, that you're getting to the finals, when you are now on your finals and you are now presenting your motions, how was that day like for you?
Now that was the real day. Throughout all the knockouts, the finals was actually the real competition. For the first time, I was so nervous and shaking. But I don't know how I did it. Actually, I was comfortable after some time of being on the stage, and then it was just a normal day. After a few minutes, after like a minute and a half of speaking, it went back to how I was on the first day and on the semi-finals. So yeah.
Yeah, the finals, I was so nervous. The audience was very big. So yeah. But yeah, we did it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you are done, presenting your motions, and now you are sitting back realizing that, okay, in a few minutes they are going to be presenting the winners, for 2024. When your names are finally called out, can you just take us back to that moment? How was it like when you hear that the winners of 2024 debate, it's Orion?
Yeah,
Okay.
that moment.
Before that, actually, there was a point where I spoke, and then after me, the opponents were supposed to come and speak. Before they can like build their case, they have to refute. Refute as in like they have to prove to the house that I didn't say anything. And that girl was actually proving to the house that she did not say anything. And she was speaking to me like this, girl, you said this and this and this, and that did not make sense to the house. And then now it felt like the win is fading. It's
And
actually
also-
drifting away.
And I also say the topic was this house believes that supports the
Yeah.
Me Too movement. The government was supporting that. We were the opposition. We were going against that. We are not supporting the Me Too movement. So can you imagine already the motion is favoring the other?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we weren't really sure, are we actually gonna win this? But when they mentioned Hore, so we got names from the team. A team is 2 people, so each team got a name from one of the heroic women in the. So our name was Nompendulo Mkaj. So when they said that the winner, they first started stating the prices.
Yeah.
I'm like, you didn't tell us about that.
Wait, what are the prizes? What are the prizes?
So we won VIP ticket to the TUT Idols. We won a spa treatment as well as a
And there was a special prize from the chairperson of the main campus debate.
Yeah.
300 in cash so that we
yeah,
can buy
just from his
seats.
pocket to say
Just have this.
Yeah.
yeah, because when we did this, honestly, I don't want to lie. At some point, I started enjoying debate because Vela, I do like these things where you sit and share knowledge. So it was just out of love. Honestly, we were just doing it out of love.
And
not
for the fact that they
expecting-
told us that there's no big prize, it's
Yeah,
just going
it
to be
was just-
something small. So like
Did you scream when you hear your name?
we jumped. I was in heels, but I jumped like I was in sneakers. I was so happy that day.
We did jump, and our mates, they were there. They came to the stage. They were singing, chanting. It was beautiful. It was such a nice moment.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful. So now you are crowned as 2024 debate winners. What does this mean for you guys?
It's big. It's big. It's big. I don't think there's a word to show our gratitude. Like, we do feel honored to be the champions because we were not even part of the debate team. There is a debate team here. Imagine there's 2 girls from Orion just come. There are people who have experience, people who are in the debate team. These 2 girls just come. Then every round number 1. Yeah. So being the champions, I still have to pinch myself every day when I wake up. It's really amazing. We really do feel honored to be, and it means a lot to us, especially because we were doing it out of love, and then we won something more, not just the title, but and other prizes. That is yeah, it does mean a lot to us.
So yeah, to us, being the winners actually doesn't only mean that we have it in us to win the debate. It actually also means that we have it in us to actually go out and raise awareness for real, not just
True.
speak and debate about
True.
it. We can actually go out, high schools, everywhere, talk to the learners there, talk to other students, and then actually raise awareness because it's very much important for us as students to know about these things. We've learned a lot from the practices, the knockouts, and
Yeah, we
everything. So
did.
we have to share the knowledge to others because these 3 things are things that are beyond our control. It can happen to you. at any time, anywhere. So the people must be aware and they must know how to protect themselves when such things happen. They must know about all these free calls that you can make for help and the website that you can go to. They must familiarize themselves with things like Me Too movement, Women for Change, all those things. They are very helpful. So us being the winners means we have it in us to also help others, people that don't know, to share the knowledge as well. Yeah.
It instilled that element of public speaking. Now I'm comfortable. Even if you just say, "Can you please, I will go and I will speak." And I got that from the debate. So not only did we get a win, we also got skills from the debate. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what can we expect from you guys? Where to from here?
We're already joining the debate
Yeah.
society. That one, we're already doing it. And then we're promising that the next debate competition, they said there was going to be inter-campus. We're going to take it. They said last year, Sosha beat them. Sosha, we're coming for you. We're coming for you, Sosha Ngube. We're here for revenge.
Yeah.
They must be shaking right
They
now.
must
The
be
new
ready
champions
for
are here
us.
and we are here for them, actually.
The record holders, you know,
Yeah.
in all forms.
Yeah, and I'd also like to say that to anybody out there who really has an interest in debate, you can do it. You can do it, because imagine me. I didn't know anything. When I say anything, I mean it about debate. But because I had an interest, I challenged myself to actually do this. So to the coming, I think next year they're also going to have it. If somebody out there you want to do it, I'd advise them, go for it. You don't know. You may be the champion.
Yes,
like some
yes,
of us
yes,
now,
yes.
you know?
Like some of us.
And if we can get the support, we're actually speaking about it, but we did not speak about deep, that if we can get the support, we can actually host an event for awareness.
Yeah.
Just so we can speak
Yeah.
to other students,
Yeah.
tell them what we've already learned from the debate, and yeah.
That would be actually good.
Yeah.
That would be actually, to push the advocacy forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, it was so good to have you here. But before we go, we have a question that we just always ask, sort of as a tradition, you are here now, What would you tell a first-year student that is coming in next year, who's going to go through most probably what you also went through, being scared, finding your feet and all? What advice would you give to a first-year student?
Should I go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
I'd say don't be too hard on yourself. There's no manual in mastering your first year. You just have to take it a step at a time, but always push to win, because you're here to get an education. Switch off all the noises. Remember where you come from. Remember what you're here for, and you will do well. If you're not doing well, keep on trying. Don't give up on yourself. And I think if you have that element, you have that mindset to say, I can do this, then I think they'll be okay. They'll be fine. Yeah, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not, the transition is crazy. It's not easy. But I feel like if you have the proper mindset, anything that comes your way, you can tackle.
What I would say is be yourself. Always be yourself. Do not allow the pressure from peers to actually take over you or influence you to do things that you don't want to do. Be yourself. If you don't drink, you don't drink.
Yeah.
That's you. Don't feel ashamed that now because everyone is drinking, they're gonna say I'm the party pooper. No, you're not. You don't drink. That's you. And another thing is, make sure that your student email is working. The students that even now their student emails are not working. TUT has a lot of opportunities. It's not only about you maybe being intelligent academically. They have a lot of opportunities like the idols, the debate, public speaking. You learn a lot of life skills. So make sure that your student email is working, because you're going to receive a lot of opportunities from your student email. I, for one, am actually an innovator. Not so long ago, in July, I received 150K in support for my business, an idea that I started after seeing an opportunity, invitation on the student email saying, now we have a TT Innovation Challenge, girl.
You're making knowledge work.
That's where I started, and then now I'm an aspiring businesswoman because of that. So you must always make sure that you're on your student email. every opportunity that comes your way, grab it, because you don't know what's gonna work for you.
Exactly,
What
yeah.
if now this business of mine booms and I'm a millionaire?
Exactly,
So
yeah.
take everything that comes your way.
Yeah.
So,
Be out there.
Be out
Don't-
there.
Because
Yeah.
there's a lot, TUT has a lot of opportunities which accommodate everyone. It's not just sports, it's not just it's a lot. So when you come here, just try to be out there. Don't be too much in your shell. We're not saying go out of character, but be out there and talk to people.
And when you see something, run. When there's something in Fountain, go there. Find out what's happening here. Okay, if it's not part of your interest, then you go. But every time when you see that people are actually having one meeting, go there, find out what's happening. Because you don't know what they're talking about. You might
win
find that,
money. I've actually won a lot of prizes, when they come to promote their some
Yes.
Maynards, what, you win things, get
Yo,
things
there was
for
a time
free.
when I saw this student won a Lenovo laptop and I was like, damn.
Exactly.
Why am I standing here? Why am I not there?
Guys, we have a lot we can still talk about, rest life, transitioning to varsity. I mean, being debate champions, telling Sochangove people that you are coming for them.
yes.
There's a lot, but personally, I'm so proud of you. I know that TUT also is. As a directorate also, we are very proud of the things that you have done so far. But thank you so much, for this. And to everybody who's joining us, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. You had them today. You had from them, the debate champions. There isn't anything else that I can add on to that. This was amazing. Great work that you guys are doing. Continue the advocacy. And you on the other side, may you also continue the advocacy on what you can do. Whatever platform you have, wherever you are, there is something that we can say. Until next time, this is CampusVibe Cast. Bye.
Thank you.